Welcome to my review for AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania. This movie was fun, but it also came with a lot of problems, which actually makes it a weaker entry and not the best start Phase 5 could have gotten. Before getting into the review, I will say all of these are my personal takes. You are free to agree or disagree, that's how it is always. So let's start with a positive from the movie. So one of the biggest positives for me was its visuals. It looked good. And I don't think it was an easy task given the movie is taking place in the quantum realm. This felt like a good sign for Phase 5. And yes, I liked MODOK's design. It is supposed to be creepy and he was creepy in the movies. Also, Kang was a highlight in this movie. His performance in this movie already saw me for Kang Dynasty. I will say he was given less screen time than he deserved. Still, whenever he was on screen, he stole the spotlight. I also appreciate that the writers allowed Kang to remain serious throughout the movie. I thought nobody was safe from being a comedy character in the MCU. Sadly, I can't say the same thing for MODOK. He was not safe from the comedy. Like I said before, his character design was great, I loved it. But his character and his contribution to the movie was not great. The whole movie, he was just one joke over and over every time he was on screen. I don't know why they keep changing some elements from this already established villain from the comics. They already have Taskmaster. Now I think MODOK is also on that list. Focusing on Cassie Lang, since her character is more important than ever. I don't know, I kind of felt a disconnect between her in this movie and her from Endgame. And I don't think it's just because of the recast. It's just the way she is portrayed here is definitely more younger. She feels like a younger character than she was in Endgame. My guess is for the bigger appeal to kids, now that she's a bigger character. Regardless, I'm not the biggest fan. She felt like a new character rather than somebody we are supposed to know before. Now, coming to the story, yes, the story is weak. While I wouldn't have considered this a major issue if this was a normal Ant-Man movie, where I would just go in expecting some fun, smaller scale stuff like in Ant-Man 1. I love Ant-Man 1, but having Kang here as the villain really makes it hard to ignore the weaker plot. There is a serious lack of risk or tension in this movie. Like, even at the end, there was a great place to just end the movie to have a bigger impact, but they did it. Overall, AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania is a decent movie, so a weaker start to Phase 5. I will give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's just, as an Ant-Man movie, it tackled a higher scale than it should have. I would have preferred a movie like Ant-Man 1 with lower stakes stuff. It is definitely a better movie than Thor Love and Thunder. This movie had a way better balance than Thor Love and Thunder. That's all from me. I just hope Guardians 3 is gonna be a banger.